that man would somehow understand the plan on which it was created, but I'm not sure I share exactly Einstein's view, but I wanted to give it. Now, also, when I was younger, I felt that in the beginning that science would surely be a source of benefiting mankind, you know, and I had no question about it. But as things went on, I found that it wasn't doing that. You know, that it was causing a lot of problems, which you know, made many things worse. Some things were made better, but many other things were made worse. Now, and I began to feel that something beyond science would be needed to approach this question. You see, that science alone could not guarantee that it would be used for benefiting mankind, the scientific impulse, though in the beginning I thought it would, just truth alone. Right? Then I began to look into philosophy and Eastern and Western and so on, and some people with religious ideas. I mean, just simply looking at it when I was in Bristol in England. And my wife and I used to go to the public library, and she discovered a book by Krishnamurti, and she read in there the words of the observer and the observed. And I had been interested in that because in quantum mechanics that is a key question, in the sense that because of this undivided wholeness, the two cannot be separated. And so she assumed that this was a form of quantum mechanics. And she showed me the book, but I became very interested in the book, and, which I felt opened up many new things. And finally I wrote to the publisher and found out where Krishnamurti was, and we met and had discussions. And you know, after that, I began to become more closely associated with him and his work. Now, essentially, the point made by Krishnamurti was that the problems of mankind originated in thought itself, in consciousness itself, you see. And as previous to that, you know, I had grown up believing that poverty was the main problem of mankind, and that science would help me eliminate that. And I could see that no matter how far science went, it probably wouldn't, and even if it did, it wouldn't really it wouldn't really make mankind happy.
But, you know, we're always teaching our children that the more rational we are, the more knowledge we have, the more we think,
yeah,
the better we'll be able to solve our problems. Well,
I think what Krishnamurti made clear was we are going to be incapable of that rationality until we go much more deeply into ourselves. That if we were really rational, it would solve these problems, but we cannot be that rational. That we may be very rational in working out some problem in nuclear physics, but we cannot be rational in how we apply nuclear physics. For example, we've used it destructively. We can now overkill the population of the world I don't know how many times, and we also have destroyed the environment, and we have produced destruction of natural resources, shortages such as the oil shortage, and thousands of other problems because of the basic irrationality, the irrational ends toward which we apply our discoveries.